If you thought the saga of the Kingfisher had come to an end, it seems this series knows how to surprise, not just on screen, but off it as well. Rumors of a possible continuation have flared up once again, this time right at the gates of the very palace where all the drama, intrigue, family disputes, and heart wrenching silences unfolded. They say the palace has come alive again. And no, it's not just tourists or renters, it's something entirely different. People who have been near the filming location insist the gates are wide open, cars are coming and going, and something is being rearranged inside the building. Some have seen furniture being taken out of the mansion, while others have spotted it being brought back in. And here's where the real drama unfolds off script. Is producer Honor back near the palace? Are the sets coming to life? Or is this something entirely unrelated to the Kingfisher? Those who lived and breathed this series know that the palace was not just a backdrop. It was a character in its own right, a silent witness, a keeper of secrets. And if it's opening its doors again, it's hard not to believe. Our breath catches. But the mere fact that the building is being rented again doesn't mean much. Yes, the palace is once more under the control of the producers. But will Fairy's voice echo within its walls again? But let's remember how it all began. This series burst onto the airwaves at just the right moment, when viewers craved emotions, depth, real pain, and beautiful visuals. And it delivered all of that. The story of Ferret and Seyran became more than just a romance. It turned into a confession, a cry of the soul, a reflection of those who cannot be together despite everything. We were shaken by scenes with the grandmother, chilled by Halis Aga's words, and we held our breath in every frame with Seyran when her eyes spoke volumes. And that balcony scene, do you remember? When she, in white, and he, with eyes full of pain, stood just a meter apart and couldn't draw closer. It wasn't just cinema, it was a knife to the heart. But what if the palace is simply being rented out for another project? Has Honor decided to capture this atmosphere in a new script? Imagine a different series, new characters, but the same spirit, the same steps, the same silence in the corridors. Will Kingfisher really give up its stage? Honestly, can anything be filmed in this place without being tied to that story? The palace no longer belongs to architecture. It belongs to emotions. It is soaked in them. Even if the set changes, we will still remember. Seyran sat there. Ferit's words fell there. Families crumbled there. There's another possibility. Maybe the producer is just playing to the audience, stirring up interest, teasing us. Because no other series has resonated like this one, even after it ended. Constant mentions, fans, photos, everything indicates that the story won't let go. So the question arises, do we even need a continuation? The third season wrapped up so much. Or is there still one conversation they didn't finish? One scene we didn't see? One kiss that was cut? What if? And if a fourth season does happen, who will return? Who will leave? Who will be the new villain? Will the script maintain the same standard? Because behind the beautiful visuals, there must be soul. And as long as it's alive, the series is alive, even without airing. For now, we can only wait and not believe every piece of news, but also not dismiss it. Because somewhere in Istanbul, in the palace, they might already be setting up the lights. Or maybe they're just mopping the floors. But in any case, it makes us hope again. Would you like to see a continuation? Would you want to hear that door creak again? To see Seyran walking down the corridor while Ferret hides his pain behind a smile? Or is it better to leave it as it is? Beautiful, powerful, with a final note?